Okay, thank you very much once again. We are together for a video, and the topic today is obesity. Obesity is defined by World Health Organization by using body mass index. Body mass index you can calculate by using your weight and your height. So when the value of BMI, body mass index, is greater than or equal to 30, then we said this person, specific person, is obese. And there are interesting statistics about obesity internationally. According to World Health Organization, 201 billion people are obese or overweight, and this makes 30% of the population of the world. So this is a significant portion of the population is obese or overweight. And if you're talking about specific our country, then this 26% of the women and 19% of the male are obese. So this is also a significant portion. So this is an issue for us, and we will discuss about some dynamics, the reasons why the obesity is coming, and some ways how we can reduce obesity. So before going to the specific question, I would like to have an introduction. My name is Firdos, and welcome you.
My name is Muhammad Suleiman.
My name is Muhammad Salman.
Thank you very much for introducing yourself. I don't want to waste the time. Just going straight to the question. So, the first question is, in your opinion, do you believe that obesity is the real issue of our society? Please explain that.
First of all, I want to clear the difference between the underweight, overweight, normal, and obese. So, according to BMI, those persons who have BMI less than 18.5 are underweight, and those who have BMI between 18.5 and 24.9 are normal, and those who have BMI between 25 and to 30 or 29.9, these are overweight, and from 30 and above, these are obese. So I want to come to your question. There, around the world, more than 1 billion adults are obese, and 300 million people, adults are overweight, obese. In United States, 66% of the adults are overweight and 32% are obese. In Japan, in some African nations, the obesity level is less than 5%, but now they are rising. It is not just related to adult peoples, but the childhood obesity has reached epidemic proportion too, and this problem is now a global issue. Being overweight or obese can cause lots of problems, from heart diseases and diabetes to stroke, and even some types of cancer. These diseases can seriously impact the quality of life and leads to premature death.
Okay, so we will discuss about the dynamics later in the next questions, and so please, you need to discuss a brief explanation about this as well.
Yes, I believe that obesity is a serious issue of our society, has created other issue in individual and consequently in a society. It's making an individual inactive, a person fond of more and unhealthy food. WHO considered that obesity as a disease recently.
WHO recognized obesity as a disease recently, so this is very important. So we should know about this. This is a real problem. So, okay. The next question is, what are the causes, or the terms, the factors which make obesity as an issue? I mean, in other words, the question is, what are the reasons which make obese a person? The reason. Yeah, please.
There are various issues causing obesity problem. However, some are listed below: bad habit and eating irregularly, inactively, more or less sleep, side effect of some medicine and drugs.
Okay, so this means that obesity, there are some causes, some reason, like that's inactivity. I mean, that's the person is inactive and sleeping more, or sometimes sleeping less. This also causes obesity. There are some medicines which have side effects in terms of obesity, and some drugs also can cause this, and of course bad habits, and eating at irregularly, and eating the foods which are not healthy, more oil and maybe more beef or something like that can create obesity, of course. So please, you.
Yes, I want to add to this question that there are lots of factors that can cause the serious problem of obesity. Here are some factors I want to share with you. That family inheritance. The genes that you inherit from your parent can impact or affect the how your body store the fats and how it distribute in a whole body.
Yes.
So overeating, unhealthy diet, sedentary habits, certain diseases like Cushing syndrome, Prader-Willi syndrome, hyperthyroidism, anxiety. These are some diseases that can cause obesity, and medication like anti-suppressive drugs that can cause obesity. Availability of food, there are a real one. Pregnancy. In pregnancy, women can gain weight up to 4 to 6 pounds. Lack of sleep, stress, and hormonal imbalance in the body can cause the obesity.
Yeah, okay. I think the most important thing is low quality food, and of course, when you are looking at the poor countries, I think there is no option as well. So we need to find some solution which not affect the life of the poor people, and yeah, so find some moderate solution. Okay, and the next question is: do you believe that obesity is a real issue of your country?
Yes, obesity is a real issue of my country. According to World Health Organization (WHO), estimate 26% of women and 19% of men in Pakistan are obese. This is significant portion of population of Pakistan, 250 millions, and therefore it is a real issue of my country.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, 26% of the women and 19% of the men. And when you are living in a country with the 250 million inhabitants, so that's really makes significant portion. So of course this is the real problem. Because obesity creates other problems. The population is up to some extent inactive, and other problems, health problems. So that's will put pressure on your health system, and a lot of others maybe. Yeah, what is your opinion?
Yes, as you have said by Salman that according to WHO, 26% of the women are in Pakistan are obese, and 19% of the men are obese. So obesity is higher in urban areas as compared to rural areas. In 2010, 3.4 million people expired due to obesity. In Pakistan, diet is energy dense and with high percentage of saturated fats. Pakistani people use ghee high intake. They take more number of cold drinks such as fast foods and all these. And also in Pakistan there is alarming increase in prices of cereal, fruits and vegetables. That's why most people favor cheaper ways of energy like fats and sugars.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, this is again lack of awareness about types of foods, which type is better for your health. And so, I think there is need of education and awareness about the food and this relationship to your health and benefit of your health. So, if you know these things, maybe nobody will do that. But if you don't know, you can do that. So, the last question is, what are the ways which can reduce obesity? I mean, what we can do to reduce obesity, actually? The question is in other words.
Yes, there are some ways which can help to reduce obesity. Change eating habits. Do not eat unhealthy foods. Beside other food, try to eat fruits and vegetables. Try to remain active physically and mentally.
Yeah, that's very important if you take care of your food and your lifestyle. I mean, that's active mentally and physically active. So this problem can be reduced significantly. Yeah, please.
Yes, Salman explained it very well, this question, but I want to add something new. Exercise regularly for 30 minutes a day days, monitor your weight regularly. Don't eat too much at a time. Don't we use high complex carbohydrate and high fiber diet. Consume less consume sugary food. Consume less sugary food and processed food.
Okay, thank you very much. It's a very nice response. But you said about exercise. So in the poor countries, in the developing countries, I think there is less facilities, lack of facilities to do this thing. But they can do the other things, to eat healthy food, to avoid junk foods, and of course fast food, and cold drinks also as a role in obesity, and try to use some hot drinks like hot water, and like in China people are drinking hot water. When I visited 2 times, I found that the people are drinking hot water during their food and lunch and dinner. And this question, if you know the causes, the reason, then you can answer the question. So the causes, of course, food quality, activeness, active physically, mentally. Awareness is very important, again, education. So we should include these things also. Up to some extent, curriculum that, okay, these things are good for our health and these things can abuse your body. So maybe the people know in advance and they can avoid these things. And exercise, of course, important. And if someone cannot do exercise, he or she can walk. I'm normally going and walking in the evening and hiking. So these things can reduce. Of course, awareness and education is important, and some portion of time in media about this issue. That this is an issue because World Health Organization declared this is a disease recently. So of course, this is the disease, and this causes more diseases. So the conclusion is this is an issue and we need to take it serious, and we can reduce this, of course, because there's nothing impossible. So thank you very much for your cooperation.